In this section, we will discuss the Android component called View. A view is the basic building block for user interface components. A view occupies a rectangular area on the screen and is responsible for drawing and event handling. It is the base class for widgets, which are used to create interactive UI components such as buttons, text fields, etc. A view is the base class for a lot of other components such as button, checkbox, edit text, image view, progress bar, text view, image button, etc. An app's user interface is everything that the user can see and interact with. Android provides a variety of pre-built UI components such as structured layout, objects, and UI controls that allow you to build the graphical user interface for your app. Pre-built UI components mean the basic components for the basic views that are available for the Android application development such as buttons, edit text, and text fields. You can see three different types of views. Android also provides UI modules for special interfaces such as dialogues, notifications, and menus. A view group is a special view that can contain other views called children. It is the base class for layouts and views containers. This class also defines a view group, layout params class, which serves as the base class for layout parameters. The types of view group that exist are relative layout, linear layout, frame layout, grid layout, etc. In the figure shown, the first is a linear layout, which is a view group containing different views. We are arranging these views in horizontal or vertical orientation. In relative layout, we are arranging the views relative to the other view's position. If you look at the figure given for relative layout, we have arranged the first view at the top position. Second and third views are arranged at the bottom just below the first view. Both second and third layouts are adjusted according to the first layout. Layout params are used by views to tell their parents how they want to be laid out. View group layout attributes contain a list of all child view attributes. The base layout params class describes how big the view wants to be with respect to both width and height. For each dimension, we need to specify one of the parameters. Fill parent, which was renamed as match parent in API level 8 and higher, means that the view wants to be as big as its parent, minus padding. For example, Android, layout width equals match parent. Wrap content, which means that the view wants to be just big enough to enclose its content, plus padding. For example, Android, layout height equals wrap content. An exact number to define the layout width, we should give an exact value here, like 30 pixels. In this screenshot, we can see both view and view groups. The first three lines are text views. The save and cancel buttons are buttons. And the name and phone number fields are an edit text view. This gives you the three types of views. The date picker is a view group that contains different types of views. Similarly, all these view components are enclosed in a tablet layout, which is also a view group. An activity is a complete area where we add different types of views and view groups. There are some basic sets of layout attributes that are common to all layout managers. These attributes are specified with the rest of the view's normal attributes. Android layout height specifies the basic height of the view, and Android layout width specifies the basic width of the view. We've looked at two layout parameters. Now let's look at the other ones. Now look at the image on the screen. There is empty space at the left, right, top, and bottom of the button. We should define these space details under the layout margin parameter. Similarly, we can give various other parameters such as layout margins bottoms, margin end, margin left, margin right, margin start, and margin top, and more to specify the layout. All user interface elements in an Android app are built using view and view group objects. A view is an object that draws something on the screen that the user can interact with. A view group is an object that holds view and view group objects in order to define the layout of the interface. Android provides a collection of both view and view group subclasses that offer you common input controls such as buttons and text fields, and various layout models such as linear or relative layout. The user interface for each component of your app is defined using a hierarchy of view and view group objects. In other words, our UI screen is composed of lots of views and view groups. As shown in the graphic, the parent should be a view group and the children can be view groups and views. Each view group will have its set of views. Each view group is an invisible container that organizes child views, whereas the child views may be input controls or other widgets that draw some part of the UI. This hierarchy tree can be as simple or as complex as you need it to be, but simplicity is best for performance. We can use different types of views and view groups, so we need to arrange them in a simple manner to get the best performance out of the app. This concludes our discussion of views.